everyone, it's Casey Wohl, the Getaway Girl, and I am here in Daytona Beach, Florida at the Rolex 24, and I am privileged enough to be able to interview one of the drivers who's racing this afternoon, Tim Sugden. Tim, tell us a little bit about how you got involved in racing.
It was a long time ago when I was a little kid, when I was about 8 years old. I read about it in a book when I was on holiday, and this little page said that you could start racing go-karts when you were 12. So I showed my dad this and he said, well, you better start saving up. That looks expensive. So I started saving up all my money for birthdays and Christmases and things like that, until when I was about 11 and a half, I went to him with £200, 200 quid, and said, look, I've saved up. And he was amazed. He didn't know I'd been saving up, so we went and we bought an old cart for £110, and it sort of started from there. But I remember for 2 years reading this. The whole book was about car racing, but the bit about go-kart racing was maybe a page and a half.
Okay.
And I must have read that page and a half like 500 times at least, you know, in that 18 months. So it's all started from there.
So that just captured you and you were hooked ever since?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a difficult sport to get into, like any sport, but motorsport is a difficult sport to get into because it's so expensive to do it. So it's a constant chicken and egg thing, because you have to have the money to prove that you're good, but you can't prove you're good without the money. So it's a difficult cycle to sort of slowly get going. But yeah, I was very lucky that it all worked out for me.
Okay, well, great. Well, and obviously you've got an accent, so you're from England.
Yeah, from the north of England. Yeah,
okay.
From a place called Leeds, which is like 200 miles north of London.
Okay. Now, what's the attraction here in America? Is it a bigger sport here in America, or?
Well, this time of year it's an awful lot sunnier than it is in England, so you'd definitely rather be in Florida than in Leeds in January for sure. I mean, this is a cool race. This is obviously, I race all around the world. I'm very lucky that I'm a professional driver, so I race in America, I race in Europe, I race in Asia, and this in January, this is where you are. You know, if you go look out there, there's probably the best professional racing drivers in the world all in Daytona in January. Just like in June, we'll be all at Le Mans doing the 24-hour race in France in the middle of June, and from the end of the year, you're back in America doing a race in Atlanta. But there's certain big blue ribbon events that everybody comes together for. And then we all go off and do our other things in our other championships around the world, and then we come together for the big ones. So this is cool because it kicks off the season straight after Christmas. You know, you're 2nd of January. I was on an aeroplane to America, and you've got the test, and it builds up. So it's really cool to kick off the season this early. My last race was actually the week before Christmas in China, so my season off was about 10 days.
Okay, Tim, so we're here in the paddock area. You guys are getting ready for the race, so what do you do to prepare?
Well, to be honest, I don't have to do it that long now. I've done all my preparations. You know, we obviously train away from the track, make sure we drink the right drinks and eat the right food as much as we can. And the guys have been doing all the work, you know, the guys have been getting the car ready for the last month basically. But the build-up has been very intense. They change a lot of parts on the car. Although it's a brand new car, still make sure that all the bits that might break are replaced so that they're completely brand new from the start of the 24-hour race. And I think everybody's happy. I think the car's, you know, it's a calm before the storm, but I think everybody's chilled out. We've just done some photographs, and yeah, it's just a nice relaxed build-up. I've done a lot of these type of races over the years, so I don't get too tense too early, but I get tense when it's the time to get tense.